Yes, 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 yes. Super, super, super elated today.
It's not possible. This is impossible. This is impossible. He can't be serious.
It's gonna be impossible.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
It's necessary to know that everybody won't see it, that everybody won't join you, that everybody won't have the vision. It's necessary to know that a lot of people like to complain, but they don't want to do anything about their situation, that you are an uncommon breed. You have to know within yourself that I can do this. Even if no one else sees it for me, I must see it for myself.
If you want to be the best at that, if you want to reach the pinnacle of that, you must be. There's no way around it. You have to be obsessed with obtaining that. Greatness in any field, greatness cannot be achieved without obsession. People will tell you obsession is a bad thing.
It's possible for you to live your dream. It's necessary that you associate with winners, that you work your system, that you are relentless, that you never give up. It's you. You've got to take personal responsibility to make it happen. See, sometimes we can't say, I can do that. But what we can say, that it's possible that I can have my dream.
Somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. Until you start believing in yourself, you're gonna have a life.
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. And after what you've gone through, if you haven't done that by now, it ain't gonna never happen.
It's past possible, meaning that all you gotta do is start. Because if it's past possible, as soon as you start, you know you're gonna set records. You know you're gonna take it to the next level. You know what's gonna be, that you're going to do what's never been done before.
If you're willing to do a little bit more than the next, if you're willing to stay up just a little longer, sacrifice just a little bit more.
The journey is not easy. Before you start that journey mentally, you must fuel yourself with the right reasons, the right fuel to sustain the entire journey. We all have the ability to do anything.
To have it. You can drive it. You can win it. You can fly it. You can have it. Impossible, baby, is nothing. You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta believe in your dream. You gotta believe one day it's gonna be your moment. One day you gonna own the moment. Listen to me, impossible is just a big word.
Question the impossible. The greatest achievements of mankind were made by people who questioned impossible. the Wright brothers. Question what people call impossible.
Forex trading? Forex trading opens up a... Have you been thinking about getting into Forex trading? Forex trading opens up a world of opportunity for those who know how to do it properly. You can experience financial freedom and reap tremendous rewards for your trading skills. Unfortunately, many programs make big promises and throw students into the trading market without the proper knowledge and expertise to succeed. Fortunately, there is a solution. Great White FX Academy is the best place to start your Forex trading journey with the tools, resources, and education necessary to help you thrive in the market. Great White FX is an online training platform that provides technical training that will help you succeed. It is of the utmost importance to have a proper qualitative education to participate in Forex trading, and that is exactly what Great White FX focuses on. Click the link below this video to join Great White FX and gain access to all of the resources you need to find great success with Forex trading.
Good evening, all. Good evening. You're welcome to today's market review with Great White FX. If you can hear me clearly, please type in yes. If you can hear me clearly and see my screen clearly, please type in yes. Thank you all. Thank you all for taking your time to attend this review. So I wouldn't take so much of your time. Let's get into what we have for today. So looking at, as always, we start with Forex fundamental calendar to find out what we have scheduled. That's scheduled news announcement. Preferred is Forex Factory. But you must also understand that there are some news events that are not scheduled. That is why proper risk and money management is vital in this business. Such news, it can be an event, it can be a comment, it can be anything. Like Donald Trump's tweets can create issues. So we need to be aware of that. That is why proper risk and money management is vital. So tomorrow being the 12th of September, the major news we have is this Euro finance rate. That's just the major news. That's what the market has been basically waiting for. Then this CPI news, US by 130. But it's coming out at the same time as this ECB press conference. This ECB press conference is very, very important. This might not give so much fireworks, but this press conference by 1:30 is going to give fireworks. So you need to be aware of that by that time. So that said, we go into our daily charts to get an idea of how the daily candles look like. So looking at the US dollar, seems to be picking up bullish, cleared this range that I've been talking about. So let's look at what we have intraday on the dollar index. As you can see, what a day did a spike deep into this zone and immediately took up. So now what we'll be expecting is a bit of a pullback into this zone. Should it pull back into this zone, then most likely it's going to take up. But should it come back below this zone, as this shaded area, then we'll be looking at a range movement. But for now, looking at the dollar index on the daily is showing dollar strength. So next we'll be looking at is gold. So looking at gold from the intraday perspective, well, gold is seeming to close. Seems like there's a trap move here. This is looking like this could pass for a bullish piercing pattern on a daily time frame. You can see they broke below this level, came back to retest it. They were not supposed to have closed back inside it. Closing back inside it is signaling that this break is false, and most likely you might see a move up in the next few days. So let's look at how gold is looking like. So as you can see now, on gold, given the formation, this formation on the daily, this is a bullish formation. And at the major level here, this area here, this might be a trap. What they might have done is a bear trap. They've created a bear trap here. So now you need to see price close back above 1502.56. Price needs to close back above it. Once that happens, then the move up will be continued, because there's a possibility that price, let me get rid of this. Get rid of this. Okay. So there's a possibility it may run here and still drop. So you need to see it do this, then it's going to continue not. So let me get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. This. So this is the scenario we have on gold possible. So we'll look at, that's what we're looking at is USDCHF. Looking at the USDCHF, you can see price is now at this falling trend line on the daily. This is a falling daily trend line. And see, it touched it and it has reacted at that level. So now the question is, will it continue the move up or will it drop? But as I've been saying, this USDCHF is in a zone. It's a big zone. It has broken this first trend line. So now this second trend line is still holding it. For now, it still has a bullish tilt. But if you ask me, this trend line is giving reason for concern. If it goes into that trend line tomorrow and can't break above it, then there's a possibility it may come down. That's it for USDCHF. But for now, it is bullish, but it is at a resistance level. So you need to bear that in mind. So the next pair we're looking at is Euro USD. So looking at the Euro USD, well, Euro USD closed bearish today. And see, closed bearish back below this level I talked about. So if we go to our chart, now this is the game plan now. Let me get rid of these levels. As you can see, there's not much change to the chart levels. The chart levels are still intact. So you can still use the same chart levels. The only thing is that you just need the video to give you proper explanation. So let me get rid of this. So now that it has gone below this level, what you'll be waiting for is a move like this. If it gets rejected, then it is coming back down. But should it go back above here, test here and find support, then we know it's going to move higher. So these are some of the scenarios we have on this pair. So the next pair we'll be looking at is Euro GBP. Looking at the Euro GBP, let's get an idea of how it goes. Well, as you can see, this level is still holding. Going into the ECB news tomorrow, the Euro GBP is at support. So I just can't see. Long lower week. This level has not been taken out. So tomorrow, what might happen is that you might see a trap move, depending on how the news comes out. I don't trade news and I don't advise people to trade news. Those that trade news, not all of them are consistently profitable. So, because you're trying to trade news against people who, during that period, they switch from human automation to algorithms. And those algorithms are super fast. You can't keep up. And their lot sizes are massive because they have a big capital. So you need to be aware of that. So it's still in a support area. So let me see how it's looking like on the daily, on the intraday. Sorry about this. Looking like on the intraday. Well, it's still here. So now the storyline is that there are two scenarios here. Two just basic scenarios here. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Two basic scenarios here. Two things. Either it runs in here and drops, or it runs in here, does this, and moves up, or it drops, goes like this, and comes back, or it can trap. So we're looking at three possible scenarios. One thing I know about the Euro GBP is that it is not a very straight pair. It loves to trap people, so you need to be very careful about that. You just need to be pretty much careful about that, because there's a possibility it might drop, trap here. What do I mean by trap? It will break below this level, then close back into this level and continue back up. Or it can break below here, retest, and then drop lower, because there's going to be ECB news tomorrow. And if you notice, the pair since today has not been doing much. What it has just been doing is just successfully trapping people, because the Euro GBP has a great influence on the GBP pairs. So the next pair we're going to look at is the GBP USD from the daily point of view. So looking at the GBP USD, well, this is a bearish close on the daily below this level. It's a bearish close, which means that it's still bullish. This pair is still bullish. There's no doubt about it. It's still bullish. So what we might see is a little bit of a drop into this level and a continuation up. That's what we might see play out tomorrow. But for this pair, it still has its bullish bias, because this trend line has been taken and it's above the 13 moving average on the daily, which means that it's still bullish. So what you might just see is a bit of a correction. As you guys see, it's still holding above this level. This zone that I highlighted is still holding above it. So his bullish bias in a way is still intact, but that is subject to what Draghi says tomorrow during the ECB press conference, or how the market interprets the press conference tomorrow. So the next pair we're going to look at is I'm getting this. Is the GBP CHF. The GBP CHF is still holding its bullish bias. This level 1.2229 is the line in the sand. The buyers need to stay above here to continue north. If they go below, then we might see a retest towards the daily 13 or this area. And as you can see, it's still holding, but the momentum is like thinning out. As you can see on the 4-hour, reversal pattern, but it's still holding at that level, 1.2229. Still bullish, but the bullish momentum is gradually diminishing. So let us have that at the back of our mind. The next pair we're going to look at is USD CHF. USD JPY. I've been saying this for some time. This man is clearly bullish. It's not a pair I trade. I don't trade this pair. It's clearly bullish, 3 days, but now it's at a structural level. So let's go and see how it looks like on our intraday chart. Still clearly, so there's a possibility, and what's giving its problem? This area here. If we switch to your line chart, you can see there are jagged ends here. There's been like a kind of pivot. So this area might make it drop a bit and might continue. But for now, this pair still has its bullish bias. So what you'll be looking for in this pair is to buy dips. If it drops and continues going up, you buy your dips. Then the next pair we'll be looking at is Euro Yen. Looking at the Euro Yen, well, it's still bullish, still above the trend line, just that he has a doji kind of like close on the daily, which is an indecision candle. So basically, you see, it came down to this trend line, bounced off it. So it needs to go back above this zone. It needs to go back above this zone to continue. As long as it stays below this zone, further weakness might be seen. So what you'll be looking for is because since he's still looking bullish, that's as long as he stays above 11,1845, then you look to buy dips. That's if price drops and starts going back up, you buy it on the lower time frame. That's from 1 hour down to 15 minutes time frame. The next we're looking at is the pound yen. Looking at the pound yen is having problems at this top area. You can see, if you look at it, spiked above, but if you look at the dimension of the wick to the top and the wick to the bottom, this is a bearish rejection, which points to the fact that there might be a bit of a correction before a move up. But this man is still bullish. That's what you need to bear in mind. It might just dip a bit, then continue back up. It still has its bullish bias. Although it is diminishing a bit, but you just need to be careful with this pair because out of nowhere, it can just spring up. So the next pair we'll be looking at is the AUD-USD. Same thing with the AUD-USD. Its bullish momentum is reducing. It's diminishing, as you can see, which points to the fact that we might see a bit of a pullback. Still looking bullish, but it might be a bit of a pullback before the continuation knot. So let's see, just still the same thing, load this zone. So you might see it drop down to this level. That is 68.32. If it drops down to this level and this zone holds, then it might continue back up. So the next pair we'll be looking at is the Euro AUD of the daily. So let's get an idea. So the Euro AUD is still on this trend line. On intraday, it looks like as if it has broken this trend line. But do you see what happened here? The same thing might play out here. So you just need to be careful because if you're looking at this pair on the 4 hour, you can see he has broken the trend line. You just need to be a bit careful. One thing with the Euro pairs is that they are good at setting traps. At major turning points, they are good at it, false breaks and traps. So you need to be aware of that. If it doesn't reject from this trend line and start going back down, the moment it closes back into this trend line, there's been a trap and it is going to continue up. Looking at it is bearish, but it is at a vital level of importance, as you can see. So you don't want to take a risk here. Held the first test, this is the second test on that level, so you need to be aware of that. So the next pair we'll be looking at is the GBP AUD. The GBP AUD, not much I can see on this pair. Can't see much on this pair. Closed bearish. This is a bearish close, but it's in an ascending triangle. There's ascending support here. Ascending support. So not much I can also say on this pair. But if we go to the USD card, like I said, it needs to stay above this level to continue. His move below this daily trend, this daily moving average points to bearish move. But he has come to test here. And if you see the daily close, this is a bullish engulfing. It's a big bullish engulfing. So the moment he closes back above 32.29, it will continue going back up. So if you look at it on the daily, that's also what is happening. So we might say it is testing this trend line. But a move above this zone, that zone is between 1.3245 and 1.3226. A move back above here will send price back up. As you can see, daily is a bullish close. Because this level held for 2 days is held. So the third day, the bulls have come in to show their strength. So you just need to be careful with this pair. So that being said, that ends it for today's daily review. This video will be posted on the Telegram link. That is a Great White FX. It will be posted on my YouTube channel. On the YouTube channel, the link will be posted for those of you in the Telegram group. The link will be posted there. But if you want to access the channel, you go to the IG page. In my bio, there's a link there that will take you to the YouTube page where you can go and watch the video. So I thank you all for taking your time to attend this class, and I wish you all a beautiful night's sleep and a beautiful trading day ahead. Thank you.